continuing our chapter 2 from our grade 2 ABRSM music theory book. Okay, today we're going to talk about a time signature with a quaver beat. As we talked on last lesson, we have here semi-breve representing number 1, the whole, which gives us 2 minimums, 4 crotchets, and 8 quavers. So from one semi-breve, we have 8 quavers. And that's why the quaver in a time signature is represented by number 8. Okay, so when we see, for example, 3/8 means 3 quavers in a bar. So we're counting quavers instead of crotchets and minimums, for example. That's all. Let's see our exercise number 6 on page 11. Add the missing bar lines to each of these melodies. The first exercise, we have 4 minimums in a bar. So we have 2 crotchets, first count, another minimum, second count. 2 quavers plus a crotchet is the third count, and 2 crotchets, fourth count. Bar line. Next bar, 2 minimums. A dot in the minimum plus a crotchet makes 2 counts of a minimum. Bar line. Then we have semi-breve, which equals 2 minimums, 2 crotchets, the third minimum, and 2 crotchets, the fourth minimum. Bar line. And finally, checking if it's everything correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Don't place any bar line at the end. You already have the double bar line here. Now stop the video and try to do all by yourself. B. 2 minimums in a bar. 1.5 plus half. 1.5 of a crotchet, okay? So crotchet in a half plus quaver equals 1 minimum. First count, second count's here, third count, bar line. Again, minimum, minimum, minimum rest, bar line. 4 quavers equals 1 minimum, 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 and bar. Good. C. 2 minimums in a bar. 1, 2, bar line. 1, 2, bar line. 1, 2, bar line. And 1, 2. Okay. D. 3 quavers in a bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 all together. 1, 2, 3. The second count here is made of 2 semiquavers. Bar line. 1, 2, 3. Bar line. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2. E. 1, 2. Bar line. 1.5 plus half. 2. Bar line. 1, 2. Bar line. 1, 2. Bar line is already at the end. F. 3 quavers in a bar. Rest, quaver rest. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line. Now look at this. D here, the note D is count 1. 2 semiquavers makes for count 2. Another 2 semiquavers, count 3, bar line. Then 1, 2, 3, bar line. Semiquaver rest plus a semiquaver, 1, first count. 2 semiquavers, second count, and third count. G. 3 minimums in a bar. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line is already here. Rewriting rhythms in different meters. Okay, we can double or half the values. How do we do that? So for example, if I have 2, 4 and you want to double it, you're gonna have 2, 2. You keep the same number at the top. You just double the note at the bottom, the counting. So if I was counting 2 crotchets in a bar, I'm gonna count 2 minimums in a bar. The same way, the other way around, if I am halving it. So 2 minimums in a bar, I can rewrite it as a 2 crotchets in a bar. Okay, so for example, the example they gave us to us at the top, we have 4, 4, and we are doubling it. We have minimum, if you look at the first bar, minimum, crotchet, crotchet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The double of a minimum is a semi-breve. The double of crotchets are minimums, because minimum we hold for 2, semi-breve 4. Crotchet 1, minimum 2. Here, if it's 4, 4. So double it, and then you see, oh, I have a semi-breve, minimum, minimum. But if it's a crotchet, if I'm counting crotchets, it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 crotchets in a bar. But doubling the time signature, instead of counting crotchets, we're gonna count minimums. You keep the number of counts, but we doubled the notes we are counting as a beat. So for example, exercise 7. Complete this sentence by circling one word or symbol from the options provided. To rewrite a 3-4 rhythm in 3-2, crotchets become, so we are doubling it, so they become minimums. To rewrite 2-2 into 4, so we are halving it, minimums become crotchets. To rewrite a 4-2 in 4-4, all of the time values are, so from 2 we go to 4, we are halving it. A quaver beat is used in the time signature of, so quaver is represented by number 8, 3-8. To rewrite 3-8 rhythm in 3-4, quaver becomes, quaver from the 8 becomes crotchet. To rewrite 2-4 in 2-2, so 4 here is the crotchet, crotchet becomes minimum. Okay. Now, exercise 8 on page 13. Tick or cross each box to show whether each melody has correctly or incorrectly rewritten using notes of twice the value. So A, we are rewriting it using notes of twice the value. So from 3-4 we go to 3-2. Everything's okay. Same number of counts at the top, and the value we are counting at the bottom. From crotchet we go to minimum. So yeah, twice the value. So check every single note to see if it's the double of the first on the left. Crotchet minimum, check. 2 quavers to 2 crotchets, check. Crotchet to minimum, check. Next bar. Minimum to crotchet to semi-breve, check. Crotchet to minimum, check. Then crotchet, crotchet, crotchet equals minimum, minimum, minimum. Everything's correct. B. 2-4, we are going to 2-2. Fine. Now let's see the notes. Quaver to crotchet, okay. 2 semiquavers to quavers, okay. Crotchets to minimum, okay. Next, check the rest. Quaver rest to crotchet rest, check. Quaver to crotchet, check. Crotchet to minimum, check. Now what? We have a crotchet, and then we have a semi-breve. No, we should have what? A minimum. And crotchet rest, we should have a minimum rest. So the last bar is wrong. Now, turn the page and exercise 9. Tick or cross each box to show whether each melody has been correctly or incorrectly rewritten using notes of half the value. A. 3/4 to 3/8, correct. Crotchet to quavers. Crotchet to quaver, okay. Crotchet rest to quaver rest, okay. Crotchet to quaver, okay. Crotchet to 2 semiquavers, no. The first note should be a quaver, wrong. Next, B. 4/2 to 4/4, check. Crotchet, crotchet, quaver, quaver, check. Minimum crotchet, check. Semi-breve quaver, semi-breve minimum, check. Quaver, quaver, semiquaver, semiquaver. And then all of the others up to the one before the last are crotchets to quavers, good. And minimum to quaver, to crotchet, check. C. 3/2 to 3/4, check. Crotchet to quaver, check. Crotchet to quaver rest, check. Dotted minimum to dotted crotchet, check. Crotchet to quaver, check. Crotchet, crotchet, quaver, quaver, semi-breve minimum. Semi-breve to crotchet, no way, it should be semi-breve to minimum, wrong. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and next time you're gonna work on rhythm part 2 on chapter 3, working on triplets. See you!